Good morning, everyone. All right, so you may need a block today, you might not. It's a good idea just to have one ready. Let's start in a widening child's pose. So a little slow flow today. And we're going to focus on opening the hips. So get the knees wide and then sink your hips back to your heels. And your forehead can rest on your mat. And take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Again, a full breath in. And a breath out. One more time. Big inhale, feel your entire body inflate. And sigh, let it go. And just a nice way to open up through the back of the hips, ground our energy. And while you're here, massage your forehead on your mat. Just a nice slow rock from side to side. Yeah. Now stay in this shape here. If your knees are uncomfortable at all, you can always come out and wedge maybe a towel or a shirt just behind your knees. And as I mentioned, we'll be moving through a slow flow with a focus on our hips. Let's just give ourselves a moment to warm up before we get right into the deep or the apex of our practice. All right, so come on into a tabletop position. Elbows are straight, shoulders right over the wrists, and just give yourself a few circles of the shoulders right over the wrists. And then go the other way. And then curl your toes under, come back into child's pose again. So stretch back, maybe this time you stay on your fingertips. Get a little bit longer through the sides. So there's a gentle stretch through the feet, through the toes. And then inhale, roll your spine forward. Like you're coming into cat stretch. Take a big breath in, drop the belly, look up, come into cat stretch. And then exhale, round through. Okay, press your hips back to the heels again. Come back into child's pose. And inhale, roll forward. Feel the spine make its way into cat stretch. And then this time, we're going to uncurl your toes. Let the heart, the belly drop. And let's make our way right into Cobra or Baby Cobra. You might need to reposition yourself as you lower down. So the hips have come forward. We're in a Cobra shape, but take whatever angle works for you. It is still early in the morning. Let the heart come down to the yoga mat. Take a full breath in. Exhale, peel your chest off of the earth. Hug the shoulder blades around your spine. And inhale, lower back down. And exhale, peel back. Pause here. Let your elbows come onto the mat. Just take a moment. Traction yourself forward. Use the forearms. It's almost like you're dragging the lower half of your body on your mat. Now, as you pull the chest forward, feel the shoulder blades wrap around your spine. Yeah, and now lower the heart back to the mat, hands under the shoulders. Push back, but with the toes curled under, come back into child's pose again. So we stretch all the way back. And a little bit longer through your spine. Now lift the hips, downward dog. Press your hands down and forward, lift the hips up and back. Pedal out your feet. Look to your hands, step forward, ragdoll. Actually, you know what? Let's take the feet wider. So go out into a more wide stance. Toes will turn out. Hang forward. Option to grab for the elbows. If that's too much on the lower back, keep your fingertips on your mat. A gentle sway from side to side. And now fingertips to the earth. Halfway lift, stretch your chest. Exhale, bend the knees, sit your hips down low. Hands in front of your heart, Malasana. Notice how this feels from shape to shape. And even the sweetness of the transitions. How does that feel? How it lift through the heart. All right, fingertips to the earth. Inhale, slowly lift the hips. Give yourself a little bit of transition time, and you can drape from side to side as you bend the knees. Just a little sway side to side. So it's interesting to feel as the slower you move, the more you feel. So I'm really leaning onto the right side here. But as I come forward in the slow, steady pace, you can feel the energy shift over the back of the hips. Now I'm going to bend into the left knee. How does that feel? Side to side. The weight transfers, the stretch transfers, and it's very subtle. And it's in these subtleties that we explore and learn more of our body. Again. Inhale, stretch your chest, pull your heart forward. Exhale to fold. Now inhale, reach all the way up, rise up to the top. Big breath in to sweep you up. Exhale, hands at heart center. Breathe nice and deep. Feet are still probably a little bit wider. That's exactly where we want them. Now inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Let's go right into Malasana. Bend the knees, sit your hips down low. Malasana. Hands at heart center, press the knees open, lift your chest. Breathe very deep. Feel the tailbone drop, collarbones lift. Good, now fingertips to the earth. Inhale, halfway lift, straighten out the knees. Exhale, bend the knees. Take a huge step back with your left foot. Drop the left knee down. Let the weight of the hips sink. Open your chest. Get nice and low into the hips. Good, one more breath in. Sink a little lower on the exhale. Good, now curl the back toes under, lift the back knee, step back, sweep the leg out to the right, and then come back, three-legged down dog, down dog. Take a breath in, and a breath out. And now look to the hands, step your feet to the outsides of your hands, just like we were. Drop the hips down low, get into this low squat again. Take a full inhale, open up the chest, sink down, exhale. Good, fingertips to the earth, inhale, halfway lift, straighten the legs, fold, exhale. Inhale, reach up, come all the way up to the top. Exhale, hands at heart center. Big breath in, reach. Exhale, bend the knees, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now this time let's just bend the knees. Take a huge step back, right foot. Drop the knee. Open your chest. Let the weight of the hips sink down. Very open right across the heart. And one more inhale. Now flatten the palms. As you exhale, we take the left leg all the way out to the left and then three-legged down dog. So take the leg out to the left, lift up and back, three-legged down dog into down dog. Smooth breath in and breath out. And now inhale, roll forward to a high plank position. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale into upward dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Breath in, breath out. One more time, big inhale, and exhale. Sweep your right heel up to the ceiling, bend the knee, open your hip. Let's move right into pigeon from here. So slide the right knee behind the right wrist. Left, and then the foot tucks behind the left foot. Let's stay in the upright position. So more traditional practice, this would be towards the end, and that's why we did a nice warm up for the hips. Hands will come forward slightly if you have too much of a back bend going on. Now we'll use the hands to support us, but eventually over time, we'll take the hands behind and reach the hands behind you. So if that's not happening today though, keep your hands out in front of you to support. Take a full breath in. Exhale, contract through the hips. Good, now inhale, lower the chest. Exhale, press up. Very similar to Cobra push-ups. Good. Inhale down. Exhale, push up. Good, one more time. Inhale down. Exhale, press up. Hold here, stay on your fingertips. Now, here's where the shift is going to be. You're going to turn on the hips and your glutes in a way that you lift off the mat about an inch or two. So I'm really on my shin, my right shin, and the left knee. So we're going to float, option to reach your arms up. Breathe. You can also bring the hands behind you, open your chest. Nice deep breath in and out through the nose. Floating over your mat. And now the hands will come back to the earth. Curl your left toes under, three-legged down dog. Take your right leg all the way up and back. Now step forward, warrior two. Warrior two. Knee to nose. Step quietly. Inhale, rise up. Sink down, exhale. Reach from one end of the room to the other. Get long in your foundation, so stretch out through the arms. Legs are actively pressing down. Same time, there's a bit of a rise, so you can feel as you sink down, rise up and out of the waist. Good. Reach through the hands. And right elbow comes down. Sweep the left arm in front of you. Open up your chest, extended side angle pose. Breathe nice and deep. A little bit of weight. If there's weight on the elbow, that's fine. Just try to use it for balance though. Roll your chest back. And open up right through the heart. Good. Now the hand will come down. Both hands down. Turn your right toes in. Let's just do a little Skandasana here. So low squat. Side lunge into the right knee. Left leg is straight out. Breathe. Whoop. Good. Nice full breath in and out. Getting into the hips. Maybe feeling this more in the back of the knee, the hamstring of the left leg. All right, now let's shift. Pick up your hips, turn to your right, bring your left hand on the inside of the right foot and turn all 10 toes to the right side of your mat. So we're twisting here, reach up, right hand. If you could reach up with your left hand too, I'd be pretty impressed. Keep lifting the hips. So here's the switch. You're gonna feel this here. So keep lifting through the hips. Let's just do 2 more deep breaths. As you exhale, feel the hips come higher. All right, now here's the switch. Slowly lower your left hip, bend your left knee. So as you come down, we're gonna lower down. And then stack your right knee on top of your left, cow face pose. So my right knee is stacked directly on top of the left. I hope you can see this here. Well, I'll turn this way just in case. So it looks like that. But we're gonna be facing, my back is to you for now. Now take the right hand out to the back of your yoga mat. Reach the left arm up and over. Side stretch. So the right knee is in fact holding down the left, and you can get deeper into the side bend. All the while the hips, they're relaxed. You're right into the lateral side of the body, the sides. Good, now as we pull ourselves back up, bring your hands towards the front of your space. Lift your hips up. Turn to your left. Come all the way over. Now keep turning, turning, so that now your feet, they're parallel to the short ends of your mat. Widespread forward fold. Take a full breath in. Exhale to fold. Option is to grab hold of your big toes with your middle and index fingers. Big inhale. Pull down on the exhale. Shoulders lift up. I feel a little off balance there. Good. Keep lifting the shoulders. Pull down. Upper back is strong. Now the knees, there's a little bit of a bend in the knees. Activate your quads instead. Good. Pull yourself a little bit deeper into this fold. Good. Halfway lift, stretch the chest, release the feet. Turn your right toes to the front of your yoga mat. Walk your hands to frame the right foot. Come into wild thing from here. So we'll take the right leg all the way up. Bend your knee. Open your hip. You could stay right here or flip all the way over and lift the hips up to the sky. Keep reaching up. Reach back. Yeah, come back over, 3-legged down dog. Option to flow if you'd like to flush it out. So we come forward into a high plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Big inhale. And exhale. Good, other side. Inhale, left heel up. Bend the knee, open your hip. Yeah, take a full inhale. Lengthen out your leg. Tuck your knee behind the left wrist. Set up for pigeon. Now, if you are using a block to prop under your hip, go for it. Set it up. Put your block right there. Underneath. We also, there's those nice like half foam blocks that are about 2 inches. That adds a lot of support too. Come onto your fingertips. Notice how this feels from side to side. Get nice and long. Take a big inhale. Exhale, contract the belly. Support your low back. Inhale, lower down with the chest. Exhale, push up. Inhale down. And exhale up. One more time. Inhale down. And exhale up. Hold, hold. Now feel the legs engage. Transfer some of the weight onto your left shin, the right knee. You can curl the back toes under too if you need to, and then float up a little bit. Float up. Turn on the glutes, turn on the hips. Option, reach up the arms or interlace behind you. Or keep your fingertips on the mat. 3 breaths. Notice what's going on here, the dialogue inside. Be steady and be calm. Good. Hands come down. Curl your back toes under. Lift the knee up and back. 3-legged down dog. Set up warrior 2. I was going to call it warrior 2. Now, warrior 2. Get down. Reach through the hands. Good. Big inhale. Sink down, exhale. Your chest is proud, heart is open. Hips are getting stronger with every pose. Good. Left elbow to front thigh. Brush the right arm down and forward. Roll the chest back. Step into the outer edge of your back foot to feel your leg engage. Not a lot of weight on the left elbow. Left hip sinking down a touch more. Where's your breath? Let the fingertips come down to the mat. Turn your left toes so that the feet are parallel to the short end of your mat. Bend your left knee, Skandasana, side lunge. Drop into the hips. Lengthen out the breathing. Good. One more full inhale. Now as you exhale, lift the hips, turn your left toes, come onto the ball of your back foot. Now the right hand comes to the inside of the foot. Turn all 10 toes to your left. Reach up, supported side plank. Reach up, left hand. Keep pressing the floor away, breathe. Lift, lift, lift. Reach up higher. Now keep reaching up. Feel this transition. So as you lift the hips, get nice and strong. Now let the right hip start to lower down. Bend your right knee as you come into this stack. So I'm bending my right knee, lowering down through the right hip, and voila, we stack. Left knee on top of right. Left hand slides out. Now take the right arm up and over. Big breath in, side stretch, exhale. Now inhale, come back up. Exhale, hands come down onto the right side of your space. Pick up your hips, turn. Oh boy, compromising position here as I'm turning all the way around. I'm gonna turn this way. So you're in a widespread forward fold. Interlace your fingers and reach your arms up to the ceiling. Chest stretch. Elbows are bending maybe so that the shoulder blades can wrap. And so as you're in this forward fold, keep lifting through the quads. Now your left foot leads the direction. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Left toes turn to the front of your space. Crawl the hands forward. Left leg, sweep it up, sweep back. Bend the knee, open your hip, flip all the way over, wild thing. Lift up through the hips. Press your hips right up to the sky. Good, come back over. Three-legged down dog, nice and easy. Big breath in. Exhale, toes land, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, lift your hips, downward dog. Knees come down, take a seat on your heels. Breathe nice and deep. Drop your hips off to the side. Swing your legs out in front of you. Slide your hips a little further down so that you could bend the knees. Now, if you want to, you can grab one of your blocks and place the block right between your thighs. Tuck your shoulder blades underneath you. Full breath in. Exhale, hug the block with your legs and then lift your hips up. Shoulder blades tuck. Interlace your hands. Press down through the baby fingers. So as you press down through the heels, project your hips higher. Hug the block between your legs. And sometimes that movement of interlacing the hands doesn't work for the shoulders, so you can always keep the hands free too. Lengthen the tailbone, lift up. Yeah, now open up the shoulders and roll down one vertebrae at a time. Set the block off to the side and let your knees knock together. Breathe into your entire back. What's interesting is to feel when we have stresses in our life, our hips will really respond to that stress. So we move our bodies in a way that we take the tension. We remove and extract tension physically so that we can be prepared emotionally and move through our day, standing tall, standing with pride. Let's set up for supported fish pose. So if you have your blocks handy, or if you need to pause and grab it, go for it. Place one block between the shoulder blades, and the second block will come behind your head at whatever height feels good for you. Start low and then maybe working your way up. Now, the best way to assess the positioning is your entire back of the ribs should be supported by the block. My neck will be supported by the second block. Arms will relax. And you can always keep your feet exactly where they are or make your way into Baddha Konasana with the soles of the feet together. The knees rest open. Feel the weight of your body relax onto your props, onto your mat. Peeling back any layers of tension. Just giving yourself permission to relax before you continue the rest of your day. And it's such a gift to be able to practice daily with you all. Thank you so much for tuning in, for joining, for holding space for one another. Feel free to stay here in the shape for as long as you need. When you're ready to exit, just roll off to one side. Use your arm as a pillow. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Shanti, shanti, shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Namaste. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow morning for yin practice, or yang yin. Take care.